listen up. It's time for A Girl's Perspective, the podcast where girls speak up. Our organization, Know Better to Do Better, is the movement that empowers girls with personal, social, and leadership skills, equipping us for a brighter future. Girls, get ready to speak up because here's our host, the founder of Know Better to Do Better, Paula Bond.
Yeah, that's me. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Know Better. Welcome to A Girl's Perspective. I'm Paula Bond, founder of Know Better to Do Better. But you are here today at A Girl's Perspective, and this is the show where girls speak up. That's exactly what we are doing here today. I'm considering myself one of the girls, and I have a great young lady here to speak up today. My guest today is Nathalia Jackson and Nathalia Marie Jackson. That's my sister's middle name as well.
Yes.
She's a bright and kind-hearted 10-year-old from South Bay, California, with a fun and vivacious personality who has demonstrated a passion for God, number one, most important, the Lord, hallelujah, fashion, art, acting, volunteering, and advocating. I know you're asking, how on earth can she do all of that only at 10 years old? We're going to ask her that question right after this. Hi, it's Paula Bond, founder of Know Better to Do Better and author of the book, Social Media, Say Hello to Social Skills. Parents, do you ever struggle with what's appropriate and safe for your daughter when it comes to social media and the internet? Well, Mom and Dad, we got your back. Social Media, Say Hello to Social Skills is the book every parent should read and share with your tween-aged daughter prior to giving her a device connected to the internet and without parental controls. Parents, it's time you and your 11 to 14-year-old daughter mastered social media through a healthy dose of social skills. Her bright future may depend on it. Order your book today at our website, knowbettertodobetter.org. That's know with a K, knowbettertodobetter.org. Social media, say hello to social skills. Today, Nathalia, and I just read to you this long list of all the things that she is and what she's doing. At 10 years old, my dear, I wasn't doing that. I'm pretty active and ambitious, and I got a lot going on, but not at 10. What made you want to start so early getting into your life and especially getting into your profession?
Well, ever since I was little, I've always had this big light inside of me that I would release by performing and entertaining others. And what made me so inspired to start at a young age is the fact that my father actually, he kind of led me into that road unexpectedly. He shared a quick little moment with my mother. It was an unexpected place, actually. They were at the grocery store, and my father told my mother, Nathalia is going to be a big famous actress, and she's going to make it one day. And my mother never told me this until I actually told her I wanted to be an actress. And it was such a coincidence that I said that at the moment, and it just inspired me so much. And I just wanted to continue and take along that path, and I became an actress.
You know what happens, Nathalia, for girls like yourself? When you start out so young, you're doing acting, you're doing a lot of other things in the creative fields. Others look to you as a role model, even so early. Do you consider yourself a role model for other young girls? And if so, what is it that you're modeling for them?
Well, I really do hope and pray that I make a big influence on little girls and boys, and I really want them to know that they're 100% perfect, and if I am the role model, I try so hard to empower them to make a difference in the world at such a young age, because it's never too late, and you're never too young to start to make a difference, and I hope that I can make that real life and statement by making a difference and speaking out against gun violence and creating acting and modeling, and I really hope they take that on.
You have an Instagram page?
Yes.
Oh, tell me, please. This is your camera right here. Give us your Instagram information, please.
My Instagram is at nataliajackson.la. Make sure to go follow me.
Good. We sure will. And I'll ask that again just in case someone tunes in late.
Yes.
You know, when you were talking, you make me think about the Bible. In the Bible, the Apostle Paul wrote to Timothy. Timothy was his young sort of intern, if you will. And I think Timothy was feeling intimidated by adults. And the Apostle Paul wrote him and said, no, 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 no. Do not feel that way, because the power that you have, what God has gifted you with, is yours. You have to move in that, and you have to use that. Have you ever felt intimidated? And also, part two of that question is, how do you feel such confidence at a young age? And speak to other young girls about how they can gain their confidence as well.
Well, I feel like at certain moments I do feel a lot of pressure, and I feel like what causes that pressure is being at such a young age. I want to try so hard to make a difference in the world, and I know that it's really hard since I'm a child. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, you're a child. You're just a child. You're still so young," and it's really hard to get their attention and them to value my voice. But when I do, I try to just grasp onto it for a long time, and I try to network with other people, try to get my voice out because it's very important. And I do feel intimidated sometimes, but most of the time I just get all that pressure. But I just want everybody to know that even with that, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Just 100% believe in yourself.
I love so much what you said is that, yes, you feel intimidated. Yes, you're human, but you don't give up, do you?
No.
You don't give up. And that's really key for young people. Talk to me then about one of the things that I know you're an advocate in some areas. You had some experience with gun violence and you're speaking out. Tell me about that, please.
Well, yes. On May 10th, 2013, my family got that call, and my father was found deceased in our family on cell phone store and during a robbery in 2013. And I was only 4, and my brother was 2. And we were very clueless at the time of what had happened. And we were pretty shocked as we got more mature and we grew up. Now my brother is 7, and I am 10. And, he's 8, and I am 10. And I just raised my voice to make a difference because we have loved ones, but they don't have one anymore. I mean, I want to do it to protect my 8-year-old brother, and also because I want to show people that at a young age I could still do it. And the fact is that drove me crazy is one story that my mother told me. I was in the room and I saw my dad's truck and I didn't know where he was, and I was like, I thought we were playing hide and seek, and it turns out he wasn't there. And it was really sad because I still have these memories. I have this one particular memory where me and my grandma were in the store next to the store that my father was found deceased in, and I just asked my grandma what happened, and she just says it's okay, and she pats my back, and I didn't know what happened at the time. So it was very clueless to me.
You've experienced loss then at a very, very early age, and my heart goes out to you.
Thank you.
It really does, because I know that that's something that's very important to children, to have both your parents there. My presumption is your mom is a pretty cool mom.
She is. She's awesome.
She's a good one.
She's awesome.
Yeah, that is so very good. Well, you seem like you're managing these things well. And what stance then, what position does that put you in terms of gun violence? Where is your position? What are you saying that we should carry, that we should not carry, that,
Well, my position in that, I just want to raise a voice and say enough is enough. We need to create laws that actually reduce gun violence. I mean, a lot of people, they're not even doing background checks or anything, and that's not fair because they may be putting a gun in the wrong hands, and I mean, that's a risk of life of many, and that's how my father ended up deceased, and that really sucks.
So sorry.
Thank you.
You're a great girl.
Thank you.
I think that his strength lives in you.
He does. He lives in my heart. I mean, I know I didn't know him that well. I didn't have as much memories, but I still know who he was. I mean, I watch old videos and I could tell that he was a hero. I mean, and his life was important and valuable because his life was responsible for making others smile, including mine. So,
what did he do?
Huh?
What did your dad do?
Oh,
you said he made others smile.
Yes, he made me smile day and night, and the realization of him having his own business, it powered him up day and night. I mean, he was working so hard. He would sleep at his own business just so that he can finish things up. He wouldn't go home. And I mean, he put so much work into just making our family proud.
This show is about empowerment. It really is about empowerment for young girls. You're really like the poster child sitting here. My goodness. Talk to me as we wind up here about your purpose. What is it that you want to do with the rest of your life. You got a great life ahead of you.
Yes,
what is
I
it that you
do.
plan to
And
do with it?
as my mother tells me on a daily, we face tough decisions every day. And I look up to my mother because she's faced certain circumstances which has tested her faith, her patience, her peace of mind. And as my mother and I get to grow up together, I'm learning how our words and our actions are aligned with our values in life. And generally, we will be satisfied with them and they'll feel good. But then when your behavior isn't aligned, then it senses negativity. And my future purpose in this life is just to meet my highest standards to make my father proud. And that's what I really am going for.
You know, that is not uncommon when children lose someone very early in life. They do utilize that pain. They turn it into power so that they can do something that certainly would make your parent proud.
Yes,
Yeah,
I have definitely channeled my grief into something positive, and I'm really proud of that.
So this is so important. This is not, I thought, where the show was going, but here's what happened here is that I find that Nathalia then can be, she's a living witness of the strength that can come through circumstances that weren't so good, but with the help of your mom, your brother, and I'm sure other family members, you all have been able to turn that around.
Yes.
Before we go, are you acting? What are you doing?
Oh, yes, I am acting.
Yes.
And you know what? I think that it's been such an amazing journey where I've gotten. And, you know, as an actor, you can sometimes lose your identity very easily in Hollywood. Because at the beginning of my career, I wanted to look like everyone else, act like everyone else, be where everyone else was at. And this just made me have to sit back and build my identity back up. And, you know, losing my identity, it kind of just made me feel like more doubt because I wasn't booking any more auditions. I didn't have the mindset and knowledge of being in the industry. And fast forwarding to now, me and my mother had to realistically sit down with each other. And she just sat down right in front of me and was completely honest. And we just set out our goals. We laid out papers. We wrote what I wanted in life. And it helped me because one thing that I do all the time that helps me is envision my future. And when I envision it, I envision me accomplishing my dreams and making my father proud. Yeah.
We call those moments a come to Jesus moment.
Yes.
And it really, really was. It was a come to Jesus moment. We're like, okay, girl, you going to do this or not? I'm sure your mom says you can go in any direction you want, but commitment, discipline, focus, values, those things, girls, are so important. I wish we had more time to talk, and so I am going to ensure that we get you back here. I want to talk a little bit more about the career, but I am truly, truly pleased with the conversation that we had here today.
Me too. I'm so thankful to come on the show and share my story.
Good. Thank you very much. One more time. If we're going to follow you on Instagram, please give me your Instagram address.
You can follow me on nataliajackson.la, and you can see all my future projects, such as South Central Love, and my future projects that I'm going on auditions, and catch me as I release the latest news on movies and TV shows on my Kids First YouTube channel.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Yeah,
okay, yep. She's going to come back. We're going to hear more about that. But when you follow her on Instagram, and also, too, please follow us on Instagram. We are there at We Know We Do. On Facebook, we're at Know Better to Do Better. You know, I want to encourage everybody, Nathalia, and everyone else listening, keep praying because the Lord is listening.
Yes.
And also, please remember, when you know better,
you have every opportunity to do better.
Good. We'll see you next time.